Hi, my name is Ryan Pringle. I am a senior history major at Immaculata University, and I will be offering my reflection for the gospel for the fifth Sunday of Lent. So, during this gospel, um, Jesus is returning, um, from the Mount of Olives, and he's beginning to teach again. He has a big crowd; lots of people are coming to learn from him and to hear what he has to say. And while this is all going on, some of the Pharisees come and they are trying to test Jesus. They bring a woman that they claim they caught in the act of adultery, um, and they basically try to test him. They say that, under the laws of Moses, we are supposed to stone this woman to death, and they are trying to get him, tripped up on this. But Jesus doesn't take the bait. He continues on with his lesson, and when the Pharisees don't leave, he says that the person who is without sin may be the one to stone this woman. And of course, this takes them aback because, as we all know, none of us are without sin. And gradually the Pharisees begin to leave, starting, of course, with the oldest. They have lived the longest lives. They have experienced the most sin in their lives. So they get the message and they get out of there. Eventually, all the Pharisees leave, and Jesus goes to the woman and he says, why has no one condemned you? And, you know, she says that, they have all left. No one has condemned me. And he says, neither do I, but do not sin anymore. And the thing that I found really interesting about this gospel is, it is very focused on sin. And the message is that, we all sin. Sometimes we like to think of ourselves as better than someone. We like to laugh at other people's mistakes, or we take almost a pleasure in seeing other people fail. But the reality is that we all make mistakes. Um, there are lots of different things in our lives that maybe we wouldn't make those same mistakes, but we might make other mistakes. And who are we really to judge, someone else for making these mistakes? And the important thing is that through God, through Jesus, we are offered a chance at forgiveness, at mercy. It doesn't excuse the things we do. Jesus does not excuse the woman who is an adulterer, but he does say that, these other people, the Pharisees, they aren't going to, prosecute you because they too have sinned. Only through me can you really find, forgiveness and mercy for your actions. And I think this message can be very uplifting because sometimes, we forget that we are all human, we all make mistakes, and it's important to realize that, because everyone makes mistakes, it's important for us to have compassion, to make sure that, we aren't judging someone unfairly just because of the things that they have done. Love the sinner, don't love the sin, but make sure that you don't forget about that. Make sure you are loving the sinner. So that is my main takeaway from this gospel. I hope that everyone has a wonderful Lent. Thank you.